This is a suspense film about a perfect crime. A man discovers his wife is unfaithful, and shockingly, he uses a gun to kill her. However, with an extremely simple trick, he successfully deceives the police, trapping everyone. Today, let's dive into this obscure 2009 suspense film. The man, Julien, is leisurely soaking in the bathtub when a phone call makes him uneasy. His friend, Terry, tells him he discovered his wife, June, is unfaithful. Terry, who was supposed to be on a business trip, found June at a hotel. Julien urges Terry to calm down, fearing Terry might do something foolish in his rage. Terry reveals he found a weapon in Julien's house, which makes Julien even more anxious. If Terry uses Julien's gun to do something rash, Julien would be implicated. Despite Julien's attempts to calm him, Terry's anger is unstoppable, as he has already found out June's room and booked a room opposite hers. However, Terry doesn't know who June is with, so he plans to wait and see. Julien, knowing the person with June is himself, tells June about it. June, frightened, wants to call the police, but Julien stops her, fearing Terry would find out. Just as Julien is figuring out how to leave, the doorbell rings. Terry has ordered room service for June's room to see who the third person is. To avoid exposure, Julien hides while June answers the door. They barely get through the situation, but they can't keep this up forever. Julien considers escaping through the window but realizes they are on the 5th floor. He thinks of another way out. He calls Terry's room using the room phone, which makes Terry leave his door to answer. Julien seizes this moment to escape, but the door closing noise alerts Terry. Julien, seeing the elevator is slow, escapes through the fire stairs while Terry checks the elevator and stairs, not finding anyone. Meanwhile, a passerby in the hallway catches June's attention, fearing Terry might mistake him for the third person. June tries to drag the confused passerby into her room, but Terry, seeing him, knocks him out. Julien seeks help from his ex-girlfriend Anna, who is staying in the same hotel. He lies, saying he needs an alibi, and asks her to say he was with her. Anna, still having feelings for Julien, agrees but senses something is wrong when she smells June's scent on him. She realizes Julien's deception and kicks him out. Julien decides to leave the hotel, thinking he'll be fine as long as Terry doesn't see him. Meanwhile, Terry ties up the passerby, aiming a gun at him in a fit of rage. June decides to tell the truth, but is accidentally killed by Terry. Julien, having realized he left his phone in June's room, returns to the hotel. Terry drags Julien into June's room, where Julien sees June's body. The gunshot attracted the attention of other guests, and hotel staff think it's just noise from outside. Anna, sensing something is wrong, goes to check. Terry sends Julien to check who it is. Julien finds Anna, lies and sends her away. Terry reveals he mistook the passerby for the third person. Now they need to cover it up. Terry decides to frame the passerby for June's death, planning to kill him and make it look like a double suicide. Julien stops him, knowing it's a trap to implicate him too. He convinces Terry to calm down and turn himself in, promising not to mention Julien. Terry agrees, wiping Julien's fingerprints from the gun and finding him clean clothes. Terry leaves to get the clothes, and Julien retrieves his phone from under the bed, finding a voice message from Terry revealing he knew about Julien all along. Terry set him up to take the fall. Terry, leaving the hotel, encounters a receptionist who had received a distress note from June. The receptionist finds Terry covered in blood, but Terry convinces him to erase his hotel records, blaming it on catching his wife cheating. Julien tries to escape but is caught by the police, called by Anna. Anna, a witness, identifies Julien. The receptionist, having cleaned the room, leaves no trace of Terry. The police think Julien's story is a lie. Terry, in a hotel uniform, leaves unscathed, and Julien faces the consequences of his actions.